In a time long, long ago, in a land far, far away, there lived a people who were normal. Now, I know this seems like some kind of weird concept to all those 21st century schizoid men and women, but it wasn't that long ago and it wasn't that far away. It was less than a generation ago, and it was on our doorstep, it was in our living rooms, it was in our kitchens, and more sinister, it was in our bedrooms. The world is changing around me, and I'm not sure whether I like it a lot. I think the last video I did triggered this, the last video that was based in the 50s, and probably didn't get a lot of views because it didn't seem to make a lot of sense. In retrospect, I had to watch it a couple of times myself before it actually sank in, but I had to do it. It was just something I had to do. But the world is changing, and I'm not sure whether I like it a lot. I was born in the 50s and I was brought up in the 50s and 60s, and the world was a different place then, but I think how you view changes within the world depends on how long you have actually been around to witness the changes, and I don't think that's a contentious statement. Even if you were born at the turn of the century, that makes you in your mid-20s, so you've seen plenty enough. I was born, at the turn of the century, I had already got one broken marriage and 2 kids behind me. So I'd seen a lot, but even in your mid-20s, you've seen a lot. You've seen the change, because I remember what the world was like on that evening at the turn of the century. I remember what the world was like, and it was a different place. Whether you like it or not, whether we want to admit it or not, whether we want to admit the speed of change or not, you've got to admit it was a different place. And for me, it felt like a better place. Whether it was or not, that's up to you and that's up to me. We've all lived different lives. We've all got different opinions. We've all felt that change differently. We've all felt the speed of change differently. We've all lived our own little individual lives, but it's changed, and it's changing. Change. It's always change. There has to be change, of course there has. As technology moves on, as politics changes, as everything in the world changes, as AI comes in and intuition goes out, it's all change. All change. If we were to draw a graph, I think you would see an upward, constant line, a constant change in innovation and technology and the way we communicate. And you would see this line going up and speeding up, but you would also see an equal and opposite line of going down as behaviour, the way we interact with each other, the way we see the freedoms of our fellow man, the way we see crime, the way we define crime. Nowadays it is okay to walk into a shop and shoplift and pinch things and walk out, and if you try to stop the person who's walking out with all those goods, you will lose your job, because you've not got to do that. And it's as if the way we behave today is just dictated by everyone's individual moral compass, isn't it? It's a case of, yeah, okay, live your life, do what you want to do. If you want to be good and right and proper and with your fellow man and look after the environment around you, do it. But equally, if you want to behave like a twonk and go around beating your fellow man and stealing from him and taking from society as much as you can without giving anything back, that's all equally okay, because it's all down to your moral compass. And we as a society will support anybody who wants to behave badly because they've probably got depression, they've probably got a problem, they were probably dropped on their head by the mum when they were a kid, so everything's okay. But how long can it go on like that? We've got the increase in technology, but we've also got that increase in technology in things like AI, and I've got my doubts about where that's going to end up, because it's already been proved that AI learns exponentially and will eventually take over the machinery and the people that are actually programming it. It's all very sci-fi, isn't it? Will these angles of trajectory, going up and going down, will they continue? Or will they just eventually level out as common sense takes over? Has common sense ever taken over in the past? Will they continue going up and going down until eventually it all ends up in a huge puff of Schadenfreude as the lucky few stand on a mountain top and watch the rest of mankind going down the gurgler? I have a pretty frugal lifestyle and I have a pretty basic social lifestyle. I don't see a lot of people. I kind of avoid mankind for the most part. But that doesn't mean I ignore society. I'm still a political animal and I still sit in the armchair and watch as we all tear ourselves apart. And it seems that when man pits himself against man, common sense, decency goes out of the window. We tear ourselves apart. And one day we will tear ourselves apart so much that we disappear completely. And that's the end of us. And then, after a couple of million years, the Earth, after sitting on a beach in Portugal, sipping a cool drink in the sunshine, will hear a knock at the door. And it will be another civilization coming in, and Earth will say, "Come in, lads, come in, do your best, because I'll tell you something, you can't be as bad as the last lot that were here." So on we go every day across the world, getting up, doing our thing, going to bed, looking after our lives, looking after our children. And all the time, these lines of trajectory are going on, never stopping, reaching a point where we won't be able to stop them if we could. And sometime in the future, it'll all descend into this chaotic, almost sci-fi drama that is only fiction at the moment, but will one day be fact. It's a bloody shame, really, isn't it? Because look at this around me here now. The clouds in the sky, the puffy white clouds on the horizon, and kind of these nimbus clouds above me. Dark but not threatening rain. The light, it's the early morning light, and because it's cloudy, it's a lemon light. An early spring lemon light bathing the countryside. The west are the clouds. To the east, the sun is coming up over the hill, and I can feel the warmth. And this is what life's about. This is what the world's about. This is what we should appreciate. And I think we do for the most part, but then we still just carry on acting like none of this really matters, that none of this is significant, that none of this should have any bearing on the way we run our lives and run our societies. And who is it? It's not us. It's not us, it's our leaders, the egotists, the megalomaniacs, the fools, the idiots, the dangerous people. It's not us. We're for the most part good people, going about our business, doing our thing, being happy, being sad, being productive, being lazy. But for the most part we aren't bad. We are just run by criminals. We are run by lunatics. We elect them knowing that they are lunatics, and we support them knowing they are lunatics, and we let them do what they want. Because normal people wouldn't be in high office, because to be in high office means you have to compromise your morals, you have to compromise your ideals, you have to do what your masters tell you. And that road will lead us to destruction. And the people who are experiencing that schadenfreude, standing on that hill in the distance, grinning as the rest of us go down the gurgler, perhaps they can do better after we're gone. But I doubt it very much. We shall see you on the flip. Peace and love.